Hello students, welcome back to Mathvis Java programming tutorials. In this video, I'll be discussing concept of iteration, types, tools and syntax of iteration. Apart from that, simple programs based on for loop I'll be teaching you. Let's see the contents. Introduction, concept of iteration, tools of iteration, that is for, while, do, while, types of iteration, syntax of all three tools, flow of control of a for loop, dry run of a for loop program, and Java programs based on for loop. Let's start. We have seen simple statements, decision-making statements so far. Simple statements which execute exactly once and control will be transferred to the next statement. Whereas in decision making, only a set of statements based on if, switch or ternary will be executed. Once if the condition is true, only that part gets executed and control will be transferred out of if else or switch case, depending on the break statement in switch case. Now we'll be discussing iteration. Iteration, repetition, loop, all are synonyms. Repetition, for example, in real life, a school child opens his or her bag several times in a day. Eating is nothing but a repetitive process, and viewing WhatsApp messages, everything in real life, if we repeat a task more than once, it is known as an iterative process. Now, while defining a Java task, identifying which portion of the code requires iteration and developing a Java loop is very important task, because iteration is a powerful programming tool. Once practiced properly, it helps creating very good programs with ease. For example, in computers, using computers, we can repeatedly do the things like printing a document 5 times or 10 times, n times. Print the table of 2 till 20 terms, etc. are nothing but repetition or iteration. Let's see concept. Let's assume there is a requirement to send some invitation cards to 50 people. What do? We take the first card, starting from 1. First card, write the address, keep it aside, take the second card, third card, fourth card, till 50 cards. And we stop after 50. But in computers, for the computers, the same thing, we need to give proper instructions. In order to give instructions properly, we need to learn how to give instructions. Now, let's see what is the process we have done so far. We started at 1. That is known as initialization. What is it known as? Starting, initialization. After initialization, we know implicitly 1 is less than 50. But computer does not know that. So every time it has to check, is 1 less than equal to 50 or not? That is known as condition. And then writing the address, that is not writing the address or printing or whatever task we want to do, is known as body of the loop. Several times we want to complete the body of the loop. That is the task. But in order to complete, we have to start at 1, that is initialization. Now write the address or print something. Then update, that is 2. Computer request is 2 less than equal to 50 or not, but we implicitly know. So initialization, updation of the loop control variable and checking condition we need to create in order to run the body of the loop several times. So actually the body of the loop will be repeated with the help of initialization, updation, condition. Now, initialization happens only once. That is, starting at 1. 1 will not come again. In the process, it becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, that is updating. Now, initialization, then condition will be checked. That condition is a relational expression. Now, we write in such a way, let's suppose 50 or 5. See the example first of all. In count is 1, count less than 5. That means 4 times we want to repeat. And what do we want to print? The count itself. And then after printing the first time, we are saying count plus plus. So in order to print count 4 times or anything 4 times or anything 50 times, we need to create a loop. That is, loop control variable just increments or decrements or multiplies or divides, something it does in order to repeat that system.out.println. Now initialization again up. Condition has a relational expression which repeats the loop. Body of the loop will be printed those many times if the relational expression is true. Then updates, again checks the condition. If true, body of the loop updates. It happens till the condition becomes false. This is what is concept of iteration. Now tools of iteration for while and do while. There are 3 tools to repeat tasks. First one is for, second one is while, third one is do while. We'll see the syntax separately, but see the condition. For is a tool to repeat, while is a tool to repeat, do while is a tool to repeat. 3 tools. Condition is given at the beginning of for loop. The block is required to repeat. The body of the loop is inside the block. Now for condition, first checked. While also condition is checked at the beginning only, whereas in do while condition checked at the end of the loop. Now based on this, there are 4 types of iteration. Based on placement of condition, 2 types. Based on number of iterations are known in advance or unknown in advance, based on that 2 more loop types. First one is based on placement of the condition, which is entry controlled. Condition is checked at the beginning only. If the condition is false, it does not enter the loop. Does not enter the loop. For example, for and while. We have seen for also has condition at the beginning. While also has condition at the beginning. Entry controlled. That means the body of the loop may get executed 0 or more times. Why 0? First time only condition is not correct. Then 0 times. So for and while are known as entry controlled loops. Whereas exit controlled is do while. Because condition gets checked at the end. Do while, exit controlled. Now based on number of iterations, definite means number of iterations is known in advance. Number of iterations is known in advance. For example, for loop, 5 times, 10 times, n times, n by 2 times, we know definitely. If n is 10, 10 divided by 2, 5 times it works. Now, indefinite loop. Number of iterations not known in advance means we cannot decide beforehand, even if we know the n. Let's suppose n is 123. We cannot decide 123 times or 123 divided by 2 times. No. While and do while are known as indefinite loops. For example, 123, how many digits are there? 3 digits. It is not depending on 123. Unless and until we count, we don't come to know. So this way, entry control, condition checked at the beginning, exit control checked at the end, definite number of iterations are known in advance, and indefinite not known the number of iterations in advance. Now, syntax of all 3 loops. All the 3 loops does the same task, do the same task, which is iteration or repetition or create a loop kind of structure. Now each tool has 4 elements: initialization, condition, updating the variable, and body of the loop. For loop, in the parenthesis, all 3 are given, that is initialization, condition, and updation, and within curly brackets, body of the loop. After for, there is no semicolon, because based on for, there is something to be executed. These 3 are written in such a way that block gets executed as long as the condition is true. When block ends, again it goes to for loop, starting, checks the condition. No initialization, only checks the condition. Body of the loop, updates. Now this for loop, although all 3 are written in one place, it works like while. Look at the while loop syntax. Initialization at the beginning, only once. Now while curly bracket by curly bracket, in between that everything gets repeated as long as the condition is true. So while condition gets checked at the beginning only. If the condition is true, body of the loop gets executed, then updates the loop control variable. Now again checks the condition. For and while works like this only. Condition gets checked, body of the loop, updates. Again condition gets checked, and so on and so forth. Whereas in case of do while, initialization happens only once. We know that. Do starting and ending of block. Body of the loop will be executed without checking any condition. Updates the variable, then checks the condition. So in this loop, condition gets checked at the end. So body at least once will be executed. At least once. Whereas for and while, not even once if the condition is false. And see the syntax, do curly brackets, no semicolon after do, but while condition semicolon, this is the end of it. Because after the closing curly brace, while condition is also there, one more word, 2 words, semicolon should be placed. Whereas for loop, curly brackets, no semicolons in for curly blocks also. In while also similar way. So this is the syntax of 3 loops. Flow of control. First initialization happens, then condition gets checked. If condition is true, body of the loop will be executed and update the loop control variable. Body of the loop may be 10 lines, 100 lines, any number of lines. After updating the loop control variable, again condition gets checked. If true, the process again and again happens. If the condition is false, the next statement after the loop gets executed, if there is any statement or end of the program. Now dry run of a for loop program. I haven't written the entire program, but see these two statements. For initialization, one loop control variable I is 1. And this loop should work 5 times as long as I less than equal to 5. 1 is less than equal to 5, 2 would be less than equal to 5, 3, 4, 5 less than equal to 5, less than or equal to. When it becomes 6, then condition becomes false, comes out of the loop. In between there is one updation. See this dry run. While writing dry run for a loop, we write the loop control variable, that is I, and the condition and the body. Body is a print statement and it is printing hi. In the next case, same loop but printing whatever is there in I, that is a variable. So first one is printing a string, second one is printing a variable. We can have a combination also. We will see in BlueJ Java program. Now see the dry run of both the things simultaneously. I is initially 1, checks the condition, is I less than equal to 5, it's true. So body gets printed hi and here 1 because whatever is there in I. Then updation, I++. You see this picture? Initialization once, condition body update, then checks the condition, body update. This is what is loop. Now I became 2. Is 2 less than equal to 5? True. Hi printed. 3, true, printed. 4, true, printed. 5, true, printed. 6, false, comes out of the loop. Similarly, in the second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. First 5 times the loop condition is true. So 5 numbers are printed, whatever is there in I. Because I++ increment operator, unary increment operator is incrementing. So printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When 6, false. This is what is dry run of a program with for loop. Now let's see Java programs based on for loop. Let's see the print program first of all, which is just printing. We are saying for int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, I++, printed hello. Look at this, there is no curly bracket, no semicolon, but for loop can execute one statement followed by it, the times mentioned. How many times? 10 times. No curly bracket. Even if you put curly bracket, no problems. But one statement it can execute. And these two are a set, whereas this is a simple statement which will get executed only once. Okay, that means 10 times hello and then finally hi. Control K and then execute the program. Okay, it is printing 10 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 because of for loop, because of the loop. And this is a simple statement only once. Let's suppose we make a curly bracket here and end it after this. That means 10 times hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, because this is a block. Control K. Hello, hi, hello, hi. So many types. 10 times. Now, let's suppose I don't want this, but I want to print I, whatever is there in I. I can have a combination I plus dot space. So whatever is there in I will be printed first of all 1 dot hello, 2 dot hello, 3 dot hello, and so on and so forth. And for loop, we did not have a block, so only one statement will get executed based on for and prints hi at the end. Simple statement. So compile and then execute. In that case, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is there in I, and hello gets printed 10 times. And at the end, hi. So this is the working of for loop. We have utilized the loop control variable only here to display the number of times it is getting displayed. Now, even numbers from 2 to 100. We have given a message, even numbers. This is a simple statement which is not an iterative statement. And we are taking a loop control variable as 2 and updating to 2. I plus is equal to shorthand operator. Previously, initialization is done, I is 2. Condition 2 less than equal to 100. Yes. Prints the body. Body has I only. That is 2 will be printed. Loop control variable only we are using. Sometimes we cannot use like that. We need another variable. We'll see such kind of programs also. And then I plus equals to 2. 2 becomes 4. Then 4 is less than equal to 100. Printed, and so on and so forth. So, Control K, close and execute. Even numbers 2 to 100. Why it is printing in the same line? Because print statement we have used. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 like that till 100. Print statement with a space we have used. See this? Print statement in the same line it has to print with a space. So this program has printed all the even numbers. Now squares of first 5 natural numbers. Here also we use the loop control variable. First 5, 1 to 5, I plus plus. Square of I is I into I. I can write in the same statement also, or 2 statements. Square of 1 is 1 into 1. That is 1. Then I plus plus. Square of 2 is 2 into 2, 4. Like that, 5 into 5, 25. Compile. We have used the loop control variable only. Squares of first 5 natural numbers. Okay. Square of 1 is 1, 2 is 4, 9, 16, 25. This is about for loop and iteration. Look at this, read a range from user and display all odd numbers in the range. So selection inside the iteration statement. Selection statement inside the iteration. Here we are displaying enter a range, that is 2 positive numbers. we assume A is lesser than B, and the odd numbers from A to B are, let's suppose I give 1 to 50. I is A, that is 1. I less than equal to B, that is 50. 1 to 50, I plus plus. And every time I am even odd program, if you remember. This I, 1 modulo 2. 2 zeros are 0, it is 1. So 1 is 1. This is odd number checking. But every time I am taking the variable, whatever is there in I. First time I is 1. Then next time 2. 2 modulo 2 is not equal to 0. So it won't print. So if this condition is true and this condition is true, then only I gets printed. So Control K, main, okay. Enter a range I to positive integers. Let's say first one is 1, second one is 100, and the odd numbers from 1 to 100 are, there is no space given here, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Let's give space I plus space, or println also we can give. Let's give println, Control K, and execute, okay. Enter a range 100. It is printing all the odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, so on and so forth. So just two statements. What are the two iterative three statements here? It's working. Now based on for if is there. If also can execute one statement without any block. So we did not give a block. Here also it is not required. In this case, even if you put, there is no problems. But beginners, please do have those curly braces. Control K, based on for loop, if is working. Based on if, system.out.println I is working. Again, it goes back and so on and so forth. Right now, we keep these braces, and from next program onwards, we will check like that. Control K. Now close this. Refer chapter 8 of Basics in Computer Applications for further understanding, and do the practice exercise 1. Very important, you need practice. The next video is about some of the important programs using for loop. We have to master for loop, the process of for loop. Then only we will go to while loop. Thank you.